It's been a... Oh, fuck. I fucking hate all of this shit, man. One thing is clear is I am not going to job seeking or any other kind anytime soon, basically. Any way of making money anytime soon, which is like ridiculous, right? Zombie apocalypse. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Because, first of all, we created conditions of life that are 4 to like 20 times worse. And we call it quarantine, okay? Quarantine. So, what are we really so afraid of? You know? Please define what you're afraid of. Because holy shit, I will summon an army of demons. Just to show what you should be afraid of. Okay? Just to show you're gonna have to suck a dick the moment you fucking see me instead of wearing a fucking mask. You're gonna have to suck my fucking demon dick, man. You're lucky I don't fucking eat human flesh yet. Because I am so fucking hungry. I feel like summoning some zombies. There's the next level fucking of awareness, of fucking being, that you don't want to reach. There's a tier list of demonic existence, basically. You don't want to fucking deal with this shit, but it's gonna be triggered anyways, because people are so fucking annoying, right? I will have to face reality, and there's the demonic fucking experience that I have to fucking take care of as well. You know, you go through school, that's fucking demonic as hell. You know, that's lit up right now. And now, because people are separated and sometimes they don't go to jobs, what happened? They fucking raised fucking fire level here too. Let's fucking raise hell, man. Let's fucking do this shit. People stay in their homes, they're doing their own fucking shit. Let's fucking push them into their homes. Let's fucking raise hell anyways. Now, if you go outside, you fuck yourself. Alright? So now the jobs are fired up, as they often are, for no fucking reason. There's some fucking demonic fucking levels going on that, you know, will never lower. Will never stop having wars of some kind of human sacrifice. Will never stop happening, basically. And what is being asked for you to do is like, well, you have to control yourself. Alright, you have to chip in that fucking control to be able to feed into this zombie apocalypse bullshit. That's you know, like, it's one thing to invent world wars, it's another thing to keep going through history and not expect wars to happen when they clearly are. That's the whole point, right? What are you so afraid of? Please tell me. I need to know. Because if we're gonna just give up to the idea, we're just gonna give up to the idea that we don't know what we're afraid of, we're gonna be afraid of everything. And we're gonna feed in our fear to these fucking losers of the government, where pretty much the zombie apocalypse is like being declared, right? Z. It's Z time, guys. It's time to raise up fires, because we need more water, dude. We're running out of fucking socialism. We don't know where socialism is. We don't know how to use TikTok, because we're the government. Yeah. And then the school and all the public places also get lowered in quality and basically unusable in normal conditions. Like I've seen, I like checking pictures, so I looked at my school. Oh, it's the 1st of September. Children are coming back, and they're all wearing masks. And what's the fucking point? What is the point? What's the point of wearing a suit and a mask? You look ugly now, okay? You're trying to look good, but then you look ugly. Are they gonna freaking invent fashionable masks now? Holy shit! It's gonna offend the shit out of me if human beings are gonna fucking wear diapers on their mouths. And they will invent some kind of reason anyways, obviously. But I don't want to fucking go into that conspiracy theory direction where like, oh, nothing happened actually. But you have to. You kind of have to scare the shit out of them for making things worse. Alright, making incredible regulations on everyone just because of fear of something. That fear, when we're talking about fear, in order to supply or like fix fear, make sure you're doing something people approve. That one thing you have to do, because if people don't approve you, they can defeat fear. Fear is another personal thing you have to do with yourself. You have to figure out how to deal with it. And you have to figure out if people are willing to go a certain direction that has never been went before for a long time, to this ridiculous extent for this ridiculous cause that is so well documented to be ridiculous. Actually, it's like we don't do too much of safety regulations of like cars that probably kill more people, or just drugs are being regulated. That's cool. I'm sure some people are dying from drugs too. Well, they're not regulated enough, I would say, because somehow that story is wild as fire, as like zombie apocalypse, but on the low levels basically, where people dying from drugs, dying from mental illness. When right now you have to understand, if people are dying from mental illness, please take off the pressure. What is wrong with you? There's already too much pressure in life. Why are you putting more? That's why you need to know whether people approve right now, whether people can handle the fucking worsened conditions of life. If they can't do it, what's the point? You're gonna make it way worse than you even thought it's gonna happen. Okay? This 4 times is the unemployment, but I wouldn't say it's 4 times worse. I mean, I don't even know what we're afraid of here. I'm just saying that the highest level of fear is 4 times. A normal level of fear is 20 times worse. Basically, we're fearing for something, and we're acting, and we're damaging ourselves 20 times worse than if we just sit through this and ignore it. Just sit through this and ignore it. And we can't ignore things, because we're bored and stupid. Any spark happens, any tea spills over, and holy shit, the entire house explodes. How dare you spill the tea? It's ridiculous, right? The entire house explodes. You can no longer own a house. I'm sorry. You just spilled some tea. You just got yourself into some drama here. And that's fascinating, dude. That is fascinating. I hate that, I sit on a fucking 3-minute video, and I'm like, holy shit, here we go again. 3-minute video just triggers me to death now. Because I know, now it's drilled down so deeply. I know now. Now I will believe every conspiracy ever. There's no coming back from this. Holy shit. A conspiracy theorist is a holy rank at this point. Is the holy people of the world, conspiracy theorists, because they don't necessarily belong to the right. They belong to, their own little angry mob of people that I naturally belong to. But I'm realizing this shit is so crazy. I want to punch some Z-timers in the face. I mean, I'm having fun. This is happy time for me, actually. I don't feel like something's wrong. I mean, obviously, if we're running out of the highest tier people, alright? The top tier. If we're running out of this shit, man, I need to summon some aliens to take me away at this point. I mean, maybe Shadow Market 2 years later, I'll enter Shadow Market and I'm gonna fucking try and summon every single demon, every single fucking alien, anything I can handle. Basically, Shadow Market my ass out of here, if possible. Whatever I can do, whatever I can get my hands on. Obviously, I will not give a fucking damn about people most of the time, but I don't know what Shadow Market is gonna tell me. But this is pretty obvious to me now. I'm not sure how successful my music career is going to be, how next year is going to be successful. Because, the world is kind of trying to slip away from me and be unsuccessful at the same time. I'm not saying it's actually hurting me in any way. I'm just going to say I can't do normal things anymore. I'm too stressed out. Good luck with your piece of shit lives. Because they're garbage now. You ruined it. And all you had to do was just put a diaper on your face and you ruined it. It's fucking simple. You look into it. It's not much being asked for. Distancing, wear masks, close jobs, government control increased. A lot being asked. Okay? We're being asked a lot. And nobody likes it either. This is that special little moment, dude. Special moment. Government is definitely reacting out of fear. Definitely, 100%. And this is that one moment where government breaks. And we see it. We finally see government break. Probably once more if, world wars were happening or something. Or we can control population explosion. I don't know what kind of bad things happen over history. I can't fucking tell. I'm just saying right now, this is nuts. This is just the start of the video, just a prick. Because I've been kind of looking forward to this my whole fucking life. Alright? The winter is coming. The zombie apocalypse is coming of some kind. I didn't know what kind, so I just switched it of like, oh, women apocalypse is coming. Yeah, that's not happening. Women are not waking up, ever. I don't know if they will. I don't know if the reverse is gonna be true, and in order to fucking survive zombie apocalypse, women are actually gonna wake up and be like, oh, I need to, show up in people's lives who ever need me or whatever. Like, that would be fucking fascinating. To call in a temporary waifu until she hates you and like you dump each other. That's it. That's the greatest thing of all time that could happen. If people care more of who have been staying at home, while the demon world is playing its own fucking games, and it pisses me off, and it can suck me in, and I have to like, hey guys, I can handle it, but you didn't feed me, so you're lucky. You're actually lucky to be able to operate like this right now. You're fucking lucky, man. Because otherwise I would drill into that fucking thing, and I will create jobs. I will create jobs of looting, fucking killing, and just fucking spreading disease you have never seen before. Why would I be so fucking evil? Because my anger is being frozen, okay? In the end of last episode, I was like, holy shit, this is also triggering. People are not actually fixing things, people are just freezing things, freezing the intention of like, well, you don't need this, just focus on that other thing. Basically, world is fulfilling itself, it's capable of moving forward through the power of distraction. Alright? With the power of distraction. Also, this is a question, so it's a lock. I'm gonna have to answer whether I am evil again. Oh my god. Oh my god. How about, silence is evil? Let's just point a finger at something that's super obvious and super clear. Science is evil. Babies are somewhat silent or annoying, but like toddlers are, kids are shy and silent. Like, kids are evil. We have to know that. We have to fucking know that. Kids are evil. Why am I evil? For having bad intentions because I'm angry. When I'm angry, bad intentions, it all works out. It's all true, Spitting out truth is never evil. Being honest is never evil. Because you get to properly prepare yourself and understand, if I'm correct, you have to side with me anyways, and you have to be a little bit, against whatever your enemy you detect now. I'm helping you detect the enemy, basically, because I basically allow myself to feel all these things, all the bad things that I want to happen right now, and it's justified somehow. It's crazy. That means there's a real fucking enemy right now who really wants it too, Someone wants to die so fucking badly, they will find their way to do it. The closest I was to death is trying to suffocate myself, just without anything, just stop breathing and see how far I can go with it. And nothing truly happened, but I went really, really deep into it. I was really hoping, and it's a battle, calling yourself, feeding yourself into death through whatever means, but those means have to be natural, you have to starve yourself, you have to choke yourself somehow without any additional fucking tools, without struggle, okay? You have to find death without struggle. And finding death without struggle is so difficult that people will find death in being evil, basically. That's what it means. And evil actually exists in different tiers as well. It's not exactly... you can't just say, like, oh, I'm this tier, so I can't possibly be evil, and I cannot possibly do anything stupid as well. No. This is what makes you dangerous, this is what makes you powerful, and this is what makes you stationary, so no one can steal your spot. Evil is kind of just, evil, in my context, is simply self-defense, right? What is evil? You just fight back. Fighting is evil, but you have to fight back. You have to fight evil with evil. You have to understand evil. You have to show evil that you understand first. Obviously, try and run away and like, oh shit, this evil is so evil that it's gonna try and chase you now. That is, is dark and it sacrifice its own life, basically. You know that person is dead. You know that person's gonna die a horrible death. So you have to run, because you don't want to share that experience, That's a crazy thing. Detect if a person is evil using evil, and run if it's not something you can handle. Alright, a little bit of bullying, a little bit of pinch of soul and all that shit. It's witchcraft. It's not evil still. Ain't evil. But it's the amount of how much you use, consideration is important. If I make too many rant videos and I got no angry emotions, it's gonna be a sloppy work. But if I try and push myself and conjure those emotions because of various reasons, because I'm influencing people, because I'm doing something that I secretly want to do, if I'm no longer being honest, that's where things get, turn into a fight form. Not being honest is a fighting formation. Here you go. Now you understand what it means to fight people. Is to stop being honest. That's it. You cut this line off, and it's a fight. Because you can't honestly say you're a human being when your fists start talking. Are you kidding me? When your weapons start talking. That's not talking. That's just killing. That's just death. That's just somebody wanted to die somehow. And they will fucking achieve it anyways. There's no stopping. We just have to embrace it, that it exists, and let people die. Okay? And if some fucking disease shows up, it wants to remind people that you should die, and you accept, you sign up the contract, you get sick. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Don't spread your disease, obviously. I'm still against spreading disease, obviously. I just don't know what a disease is. Ha! What is that? How do you spread it? Truly. Let's be truly honest. Because, science is always going to do that physical fucking thing of observation. And physical observations fail. Because you can't observe everything in real time. You just have to feel it now. And I'm sorry, science will never want to feel things. Because it's too magical. Anything can be coming out of my asshole, which I call heart. But it's actually science's second asshole is heart. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They don't feel nothing. So here it is. Finally, baby boomers are realizing they couldn't grow up children. They couldn't fucking make it. Despite the world is becoming a better place, it's only becoming a better place for those who deserve to live. And those... I barely deserve to live, honestly. I'm fucking almost stranded in this case. I don't even know what life is, let alone disease. Let me figure out what life is. Holy shit. So I'm obviously against everything, every form of pressure entirely. I'm just glad it doesn't reach me as hard as it could, but it's pretty hard. I kind of just left my job because of the pressure of people flooding into RuneScape. And RuneScape, basically, Ruined my job. People flooding in. If people didn't flood in, I would be like, oh, it's lazy little fucking hours. No one's really selling or buying RuneScape Gold or whatever. Like, that's okay. But when people flood in, the war gets 4 times harder. Holy shit now. And I have no contact with the boss. I'm not friends with him. And yes, apparently He would have liked to be friends, and I'm just disgusted now. Holy shit, he's talking to me, he's offering me a different kind of job. I'm like, that's not bad, but you know what? You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit because you were not stressed out as I was in order to ensure that the job is done very well, the relationships are done very well, and it all works out. You know, it's a solid fucking unit. Ain't no solid unit there. And this is where, you know, you get blinded by the light. You get blinded by how much money you're making. Because that was a lot of money for me, I would say. I wasn't, like, spending it on anything special anymore. I wasn't preparing to buy a fucking new computer anymore. I was just accumulating stuff. And just bad things keep happening to me. Honestly. But I'm not giving up. I'm just not. I'm a person that loves giving up, by the way. I love giving up because why bother when you can always switch things up? You know? You give up on one thing, you start another thing. It's impossible to give up on everything, but I love giving up. I'm sorry about that. I love picking up Spawn the Creeper's Forge and just putting it down. It's like, huh? It's not gonna attack me if I put it down. The fans might piss me off or whatever, but that's fun to me. I gave up on that and I start fucking wrestling with my fans. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's a simple life change. But holy shit, man. These people are really done for right now, because they're showing their actual, you know, level of intelligence here. The entirety of people. Because they have grown, and they have grown as idiots and losers. So what do we do? The zombie apocalypse is. What do we do? How the fuck we survive? Because obviously, you know, it's almost like this great clock of 1433 ensured that there are no wars, that it's all peaceful. They fucking know how to do it, man. It's almost like the Jake Paul sort of peaceful process, right? Jake Paul doesn't want to get into anything problematic, but he's gonna have a lot of guns. Which is like, what? Are you sure you're peaceful? Bruh? You sure? There is no peace. There's no peace that requires people to own weapons. If you're owning too many weapons, you can own traps, you can own security walls of some kind, something that's stationary, and you can't just pick up a shotgun and just chase someone down and fucking shoot him in the head. That's like reverse zombie apocalypse in a way. But that's not what you think it is, because if people own guns, zombies own demons. Alright? Zombies show the fuck up because they want to fucking play. People want to play with this shit, dude. You just have no idea when the purge is gonna happen, you know? When the game is gonna start. You just never know. Because it's always gonna be the trickiest thing, you know? The clock. The clock is magic. The clock can start fucking shit up. And the peace that we called peace can turn into a deadly disease of new kind you have never seen before, that sort of thing. So whenever I'm looking at a clock and I'm like hoping that it's gonna move forward, it doesn't have to move forward. It can kick your fucking ass. And I'll just have to buy popcorn for it. Because I fucking love that shit now. The clock doesn't have to move. So just because we had peace means nothing. It means nothing. Usually when you have a bunch of tools, those tools are programming you. Those tools are asking me to use me, or it's useless, or it's just a picture on the wall. And even just pictures on the wall. Anything you put on the wall. Everything is a fucking programming. Everything you spend money on is just self-programming. It's a very dangerous thing. I have felt it as well. Immediately I felt it. Holy shit, the No Nut November. To me, No Nut November was about cleaning my environment and nothing to do with sexuality at all. It's like I look around myself, is there anything programming me negatively or affecting me negatively? I'm like, holy shit, the things I fucking start feeling. Even fucking ant venom attacked me when I pick up something that's supposed to, air freshener, and I read the label, and it says pledge, and I'm like, whoa, and I start tripping, man. I'm like, what the fuck? It says pledge, and I'm like in my head, pledge allegiance to the ants. Oh, pledge allegiance to the ants, basically, and I'm like, holy shit, this sounds like a fucking meme. This sounds like ants meme, and this meme just took my brain out of here into next level of space. I almost felt like I was hearing Ant Venom's voice or something, like fucking crazy shit. So, hey guys, don't want to be a zombie, but you will. Pledge the allegiance to the ants. It's time, boys. It's time to fucking give up your freedoms and become an ant that's gonna crunch into people's freedoms, because that's what you want. That's how you want to die. You want to see how people fucking protect their freedoms, man. You want to see me protecting my freedom? Let's go. Let's start a war. Stop being peaceful, pieces of shit. Man, this is a fucking pain in the ass to deal with. But that's part of real life. You never know what truly the full aspect of life is, But the reality is, you get sparked. You get tested every time. Very often in life, you need to show your spark. Alright? It's important. It's important that you have a weapon deep down. If everything goes wrong, you still have a weapon. You still have that train of thought to remind people of how broken they are, basically. You still have something to defend yourself with. This is beautiful. I have it, but I'm not sure if other people have it, and I'm not really concerned right now, okay? I'm not really concerned at the moment. I haven't met a person that I care about. It's just a very simple truth that scares me. I have not met a person I care about. Maybe Ariana Grande. And the rest of the team, okay? I care about her because she's, like, somewhat connected to the rest of my team, basically, that I care about. I built it. I need it. I'm gonna try and become a singer. Who knows? Who knows how far that's gonna go? Maybe I'm gonna get reunited and finally start my fucking next level relationship. But in a way, it will be next level relationship because I'll be in tune of what my people are doing. Alright, so zombie apocalypse. Who would have thought it's true? That it's all true. And honestly, how could it be not true? Everything you feel deep down is true. That's why conspiracy theorists are quite fascinating bunch. But don't go too far. The reason why things are true is because deep down you feel emotions, they're being held. And if those now, what you have to check as a conspiracy theories, if those emotions actually replicate in other people, if they feel the same way, or if they start breaking those emotions down, right? They don't have to necessarily feel the same way, but if they don't break your emotions, they actually build up. Meaning that they had those emotions that they dumped it to you, so it feels like they don't have it, basically. But if the blame is on me, it's still the blame is on you too. It's just how it works. You can't run away. And that's a fucking crazy thing that people have right now. People cheat emotions pretending that they don't have it, dumping it on you. And that's the fucking crazy part, by the way. Because I have a friend, I'm like, that hooked me up with a computer. That's all good. That's all good. All I needed was just, my laptop to still work. So it would be no problem continuing my business. Because this computer barely beats my laptop. Which is a fascinating story, isn't it? And I still need some gadgets to hook myself up properly. The only thing that broke down is just my charger, and I just got so pissed off. Like, can I get a charger that works? 3 charges down. We made a mistake, but I'm just tired because now I'm spending extra money that I don't give a fuck about anymore. Because the world is so fucking stupid anyways. Might as well take whatever I can get, Might as well erase people's debts that I had on them. That little piece of pressure. Anytime I can pull the trigger, and he has to kind of suck it up. But or he could have run away. Sure. I'm glad he's still friendly about it and gave me the computer to not, piss me off even more, not make me more angry than it already was. Willing to, put a lot of X's on that guy, and the moment I get to take my revenge on him, it's gonna be pretty nasty. Is that opportunity, that when the opportunity opens up, with the right opportunity, purge. It's almost like a command. Do it. That's what you gotta do, bruh. Because you realize I have to give big fists for some small people that have been threatening my life this whole fucking time. The opportunity shows up, let's go. It will happen. And I know it will happen because the moment I left UK, shit started happening, basically. I can't control the reality, but it does feel like it's weird. Weirdly self-conscious and connected. Alright? So, I'm not sure what that all is. I can't connect to ultimate consciousness just yet. Maybe I have done it when I did the God Mode episode, where I spoke like a god, just hoping that people subscribe if I scream loud enough. But that didn't happen. Didn't quite happen. So, I really thought if you scream loud enough, people subscribe. That doesn't work, man. YouTubers, please figure it out. How do people subscribe? Well, obviously people subscribe to self-sacrifice videos, basically. That's so fucking satisfying to look at. It's like, oh, people sacrificing themselves. That's awesome. Now, obviously, if it all looks nice and sugar-coated and nobody gets hurt in a way, like that's a noble sacrifice, right? That's something worth watching. But if you watch too much of that shit for no good reason, what are they nobly sacrificing themselves for? Are we all just sacrificing ourselves for money and attention? What is it? Establishing ourselves as like our own little radio stations at this point. Everyone is gonna make a podcast, but that's what will make you visible now. That's what will make you a part of a community. And it's another fucking interesting ideology rising. I don't know. Yeah, my previous year was kind of dark, and it turned to a special light moment of enlightenment, because it brought me back to something satisfying. I mean, I was still gaining some money, I was still surviving quite fine, but the jobs were like draining out, and I didn't, I couldn't quite pick up a job properly. And then this RuneScape thing shows up, and like it fucking enlightens me, man. It's wonderful, but it's so painful to know that a person that had this privilege didn't share it prior to that. Alright? I'm not blaming him, I'm just blaming the ideology of just good things don't quite things have a hard time finding themselves. If I found this good thing, I'm like, I appreciate you more. Is that not good enough for you? Being appreciated? I feel that's pretty good. But the only thing that happened is he switched off a chair for me. Potentially I can just, heat up a chair for him, and whenever I want to leave, I would tell him because I'm so concerned or whatever, and he would know about it, and then he would fill up the chair again with someone else or whatever. Who cares? But it's concern that I don't have. It's almost a mistake, to just leave a chair hanging. It feels like that. I truly understand that. But I wasn't connected with the boss. I wasn't connected with the community, despite having my friend in there. And he didn't quite wanted to tell his stories of any kind. I was willing to listen. Just often ask yourself, if nothing is happening, were you willing to listen? And then all the blame kind of goes away, basically. If you're willing to listen. For me, I became a YouTube CEO how I'm willing to listen. It's just a silly little thing. Of course I am. It's a great thing. Communicating. I allowed him to jump on the Discord server if he wants to fucking talk with me. But it all turns into some form of bullying or just acting stupid because, that's how you warm up. But if you act too stupid, you just blow up. You blow up into fucking dust. You show your true intentions. Obviously, I could be more tolerant over time, right, as well. And setting up time limits as well. Duct taping their mouths and saying, okay, shut it. The party's over. I could have done a better job myself. I take full responsibility of whatever happens on Discord is something to behold, basically. It's very, very precious, okay? So, being able to share all this experience, I fully appreciate my friend kind of giving me an out. I fully appreciate that. I could have still gained more experience by not taking his way, basically. Could have kept the joblessness, pretty much, the job seeking rhythm until coronavirus still hits, and it's still, the story repeats. But because I have more experience, it's a bigger deal. It's a tough life, man. It's crazy tough. It's crazy dishonest and stupid what happens every single time. And now that, it's not the wolves are attacking, it's just dead people, zombies all over the place. It's the greatest fantasy of all time. The whole population, and now we're We just grown zombies, a bunch of people who don't deserve their lives, but they're just hanging. Because if you wait for long enough, maybe you will find life. It can happen. You can get lucky, but it's not about luck. It's about knowing whether that's going to happen. I kind of know it's going to happen because the sort of freezing effect is like a ever rotating thing as well, and it changes its own pace of whatever it can do. Like this is filled with so much mystery. The government thing, so much mystery and so much power being abused in so many ways. So much attention and effort being pulled in and filled up and manipulated. I mean, you can't do nothing else but in this position try and observe something and speculate of what this all means, because you're gonna reach this level eventually. So there were countless of questions I had to deal with. I'm sitting here, I'm just constantly. I'm not freezing. I can freeze, and that's the first thing. I simply can't freeze. I can't obey anyone. I just have to sit and think. And if people put me in a prison, that's fine. I sit and think. What's the worst that can happen, right? But you don't have to force me into prison. It's just where I live right now. It's kind of imprisoning me in a way, because the freezing effect is happening all over the place. But while I'm being in prison, I'm like, slowly discovering what are cool things in life. But still, cool things in life, not exactly astonishing or amazing or just outrageously good for me. I can't discover that yet. Still have to fucking settle down, which is what this whole section is for. But every single time it fucking bleeds me. This stupid new narrative of like, yeah, the troops are marching. The troops want, the police want to use their all of their arsenal that they have accumulated. People want to use their arsenal too. If you bought a fucking fancy knife, it gets pretty fucking edgy at this point. If you own a fancy knife, and we can call it a sword even, some people have that, it gets pretty edgy in your mind, okay? Because often your spirit, is programming itself. It's you wake up every single time while you're sleeping, and you're traveling and picking up things and using things to the maximum extent, basically. Whatever happens to catch your eye, you're using those things with your spirit already. You can't stop yourself from doing it. So you better fucking be able to program things properly, because if you get sucked into that, it gets crazy. You get edgy. You never know what you're gonna do, what you're gonna want to do. The school shootings, you see nothing yet. School shootings, people are not organized. People are not fucking destroying the shit out of society right now. People are just protesting and kind of feel that they're very edgy. They're sort of now destroying the society. Sort of in multiple ways now. This year's especially. They're going nuts right now. And it's really hard to tell what the fuck. It's just too mind blowing to me. That's about it for the first hour, I think. Almost done with the first hour. So we just jumped in straight away. One point to make. that I feel this is now a reality. Which is just so hard to believe. But we have a bunch of people. And we sort of like, imagine this, right? Humans lived a long history. And now we managed to make disposable humans in a way that they just don't just go to war necessarily, but they can. It's another way of speaking in a way. That's a decisive speaking, basically, going to war. So I mean, it's worthwhile understanding what it means. But a more interesting thing is we have made fully disposable humans now. Some people among us, basically, are fully disposable and they will try and fight back, basically. And we never know who they are, who the truly disposable people are. It's almost like even that happened in the end of 2018, the God mode time. I felt like people were ejecting me to space because they felt like I was, some kind of threat. I figure things out, basically. I'm this magical human being that can transfer my thoughts to a bunch of people right now, whether they want it or not. Because they tune in accidentally. Whoops. Well, it's still your fault. And at some point when I was like tuned in into this projection of my thoughts, I was able to say, holy shit, this is annoying, I will turn it off. And when I said I will turn it off, all of a sudden it turns off. When I fucking fully with my spirit, I say that I will turn it off. I will find it, I will turn it off. Whatever it takes. And I imagined it in my head. And that's what it took me to turn off the fucking speaker that put my thoughts into a fucking blast. I would hear my thoughts. I couldn't sleep. And it took me this much. And it was like a physical, real, actual thing that I felt. And I turned it off. And people fucking went their own ways. Wherever they were. Whatever was happening. I don't know. But holy fucking shit. While this was happening, I felt like, not only people are in tune with my thoughts, they were observing whether I am trustworthy or not. Whether I'm supposed to be ejected into fucking outer space because now I'm out of control in some ways. What ways? It's so weird, right? How do people figure out what's going on? Why did I but the way it started, I was slowly pulled into amnesia, basically. And I feel that this sort of feeling was an incredible warning, basically, to me. It's like I'm doing very, very poorly right now. I hate a lot of things that I'm doing in my life right now. I'm very scared. I'm finding more and more fears flooding into my life. And the amnesia was like just a warning sign that this will happen, basically. It was preparing my brain pretty much, clearing up my brain, forcing me to ask questions of like, what am I? What am I supposed to do? What am I doing? Sometimes it's so bad I can't really do anything at all. I can barely remember whether I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow or something. Like I'm writing it down just to fucking remember everything. Holy shit. And this was like a preparation moment. Some big changes gonna happen in my life, basically. But I never thought it was gonna be that big. What the fuck? So fucking disgusting. You know, I never thought magical powers would be so disgusting. Because the way they get introduced into your life, that's next level insanity, basically. That's just something I can't possibly understand anymore. But now I see it, you know, I leave school, period, where you gain some kind of job potential, you grow in a certain way, basically. You leave it and you grow in a certain way. Alright, that's cute. You're coming into the deep, which is a deep state of growing. That's what it is. Sometimes you grow into the opposite direction, by the way. Just because you were so invested into the school period. I've said this previously, but it's so fascinating, right? It's a growth period. I grow my way, you grow your way. We should all grow together and properly. But right now, it's not such a crazy thing anymore. Because, like, a lot of people just turn into bushes of berries, basically. Please buy my berries, please. Please appreciate me. That's a fucking crybaby move. That's garbage. I will never bear fruit. Whatever I fucking grow, no fruit for you. And people are gonna question, what is this? Why is this not giving fruit? I'm gonna cry. Why is this different from everyone else? And it's literally the same narrative. The same narrative of Creeper's Forge will repeat all over. Means that people will ask me to do something and I'll say no. I just don't want to. It's a very simple fucking thing, and they will still keep asking because like they pretend that if a tree doesn't bear fruit, it's just bad tree or something. Like, fuck off, man. Get a life. There's plenty of trees, but people like, but this tree is big. But this tree is amazing. It's like, well, have fun with it, you know? Have fun with the amazement. But it's not gonna fulfill your wishes. It's not gonna be the tree of knowledge every single time you ask. But sometimes when you ask, a tree becomes a tree of fruits. If you ask hard enough, apparently. So, cool. You can squeeze a tree hard enough and it gives you those apples. Turns into an apple tree. Like, that is pretty questionable thing. Like, where the first edible things came from. What are they? How is that evolution going? Because we kind of have a good idea how evolution goes for animals because they're living, breathing creatures. They run around and fucking explore. We know how evolution works when you do that. But what happens to these fucking things? How did these guys evolve? Alright? Well, if this is a growing simulator, in this section, the Settle Down the Growing Simulator, in a way, that would actually answer my questions and be a natural answer to how nature works in general. I become a leaf, finally. I'm the leafy boy. Anyways. Alright, that's an interesting thing. Potentially settling down section will tell us how plants grow. That's amazing. Not grown, grow. Stupid ants. Literally ants. Motherfucking ants, man. That's how you ants marching right there. Pledge allegiance to the ants, boys. But I can't. Oh no, look, this N is totally an ant. Look at this N. It's a weird N. Anyways, so plants. what the fuck do we know about plants? And what do we want to know, first of all? It's like, when do they grow fruit? Well, what we're looking at is the comparison between settling down and bearing fruit means, you potentially trying to have children. Alright, and if you're successful, your fruits fall down and intensify, basically. How about that? So first thing we learn, in order to have children, you don't just impregnate, but you also seed the ground or something, right? Because a woman cannot just be earth, a part of a tree. Is this the settlement we're talking about? You settle into a woman? I don't think so. I think the fruit is something that constantly hits the ground, but it doesn't necessarily impregnate the ground. But even though the ground is pregnant, it's still, it still doesn't fucking make sense. Okay, that's annoying. Is it really half of the plant is earth as well? Working its own shit? What? I'm in a realm of like... See, this is what makes things so relaxing. I don't have to think about coronavirus all the time, of zombie apocalypse all the time, and threaten to summon a bunch of zombies all the time, which I can't wait. Can't wait, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna be very, very upset. And obviously, maybe I don't hold much power right now, but you don't know. Our ability to observe influence is crippled. Really, really bad, really poor. To the point where I kind of want to watch some Keemstar right now. Okay? No, and we don't understand what influence even means in that sense. But let's is this really? You impregnate the ground, and it's probably true. The groundwork's also being prepared. So you can imagine what's going on is the roots are not just feeding the tree, not just holding the tree. It also prepares a tree system of roots. And an apple is not trying to fall far from, seeding a tree into the system of roots, which is, now this looks like pure genders to me. Something that's reaching out for the sun, and something that's reaching out for some kind of... What is that? Are we gonna understand women better now? The root system? What the fuck? The resource system being managed? I think so. I mean, women could be potentially super fucking smart in their habits. They're just not vocal about it. But I'm kind of finding that to be close to what I just said. Like, they're not fucking stupid. Okay, they just don't know how valuable their resources are because they don't see the upside of things. So wow, this is amazing. Holy shit. Women are resourceful, but they don't know to what upside. It's a very tricky thing to write down. I pencil mark that too. They just don't know what's gonna happen as a consequence, right? They don't see that. They just pick up every resource they can get in a way and use it maximum and maintain it maximum as well. Their friendships are gonna last longer than my friendships. It's kind of weird. It's almost like a competition, anyways, in here for sunlight, for being a fucking star in some fucking fashion. And I see it, I see it in myself. It's not a easy thing to become a big goddamn tree and win that competition. It's another form of life, I would say. It's not demonic, but it's sort of like a humbling down. It's like you see another person, you still have to poke and see if they're alive. And if they're truly alive and they wake up, and interact with you properly, all these things, if they do things properly. When I went on Tinder Riot, it crashed. It's just garbage. It's lovely, actually. I'm not sure how deep I want to dig into Tinder next year, which is... And right now I just feel like, just leave me alone. It's just all bullying and bullshit anyways. It ends up the same way every time. They leave, I stay. How does that fucking work? How do I have that stamina to stand my ground, and be, right all the time? Because if I stand my ground, I'm correct. I'm the person who doesn't give up. But that's how women fucking behave. They don't see me as a resource, but they test me as a resource. So it's a very weird thing. I stand my ground while women test me as a resource. And that's wrong. That is wrong. That's how they behave all the time. This is spell check. Still spell checks. I felt like I was writing resource wrong and didn't spell check. Except there's so many resources these days. But, yeah. A bunch of women are just immature. Let's put it this way. There's a bunch of immature women. I don't want to hang around with them. Get the fuck out of my face. If you don't know how the fuck to treat a man, not as a resource, I'm sorry. You treat your parents as a resource. Get the fuck out of my life if you treat me as a resource. Pieces of shit. Women are problematic to fucking ridiculous degree, of course. But, and yeah. Men bear fruit, and they throw it on the ground for women. So it's all checks out. I like it. Fucking look at plants and holy shit, your brain expands. Whoops, what did I just do? Fucking now I'll observe nature all the time. But nah, we did it already. We don't have to observe it. It has been around us for a long enough time, right? Probably why we're not dying as fast. Because we have observed more things and we have to dissect it and we can use it for more things as well. The world has been evolving by any means, and this number kind of grows exponentially. It's kind of like a times table, so you can feel that too perhaps. And that exponential growth kind of gives rejuvenation to every stupid idea you can have, or every smart idea you can have. Everything gets rejuvenated. So you just have to kind of stay away from this section, from being immature forever. Just stay away from this section, if possible. Don't get sucked in by the government and become just a pawn in the game. Like that's not something you want to do, because you don't control your peace. That peace you don't control. You don't control who you're going to become and how you're going to move on the board. But this obviously is a deadly zone, so if you're there, I have no advice for you. You're just so stupid, might as well stay there and perish. But this constantly fluctuates and sucks in people, it goes up and down. So it's a very weird territory. It's kind of worth looking at every now and then, but not for me. I'm just glad I'm here, basically. I'm glad I understand myself a lot better each step of the way, and every single thing that I do is empowering. And honestly, I don't even know how much power, how big I am with tiny roots, and you know, because I never tried and compared myself to people. I never tried and did anything, which is probably a bad thing. Is it though? I don't know. I did, my personality certainly left me away from competition. So I couldn't look good enough, but because most competition is garbage anyways. What competition? How much money you earn? That's not your personal thing at all, actually. And then it becomes bullying. And it just becomes bullying. What's the point, dude? You can't flex that muscle. You can't flex your actual muscles as well, because, again, you have to be above that poverty line. If poverty exists, competition is obsolete. Obsolete? Because it's all down to luck of whether you have resources or not. And while it's still around, apparently this is not far enough to eliminate poverty yet. So we still have to move as humanity and discover more bigger things that potentially can defeat poverty once and for all. We're doing fine, okay, in our little stations, but you never know. Those stations are unstable. Those stations are not guaranteed, and the income is not guaranteed. And so, and when you get kicked out, the rent doesn't work out for you, whatever. Problems rise. Why people want to raise problems if they can erase those problems? But the only thing we know is to ask government to freeze certain things instead of oh no, we're solving the problems ourselves, don't worry about it, that sort of stuff. But at the same time, alongside with the government trying to do something, they regulate everything outside of their spectrum, right? They don't want any help, basically, so they freeze everything around. Even though government has nothing to do with anything. They're supposed to empower people to help themselves, but it's always confusing of who's doing good, who's doing bad here. Because government is supposed to be made out of good people. Meaning that the thing that as government is not exactly the government. It's every single good change comes from the government. Everything that's bad comes from corruption. It's not government anymore. It doesn't control anything if it does bad things, because either you have just bad intention, something's wrong. Now you're problematic. Now you're corrupted. And you just look at them as corrupt people that potentially are too old or whatever, too tired. They have to step down. They still have their high score in check. They still have the story to tell. So they stick around here and fish people who are interested in it. But in order to stay here, they still have to do it. You still have responsibilities if you don't want to fall down the floors upon floors into abyss, basically. You keep your responsibilities in check. Just don't be an asshole with your life. People have freedom, but that can be abused so quickly. People will try and stop you from abusing your freedom because they have freedom too, and they don't want to see freedom getting corrupted. But you have so much freedom, you can ruin your life anytime, and you will never outpace other people's freedom to actually create the greatest life of all time. that almost like a, you almost have to fall in love and fall in tune, alright? In order to have a godly life, you need to get in tune with godly powers. And sometimes godly power is to be patient. It's ridiculous, right? It's an unholy power, man. Just to be patient. So, and we're so patient we stuck around for 1 entire hour. First hour complete. Congrats. We're doing great with the points. I'm like, probably I programmed myself to finally do the points and not really get too intense about it as well, because if I keep focusing on like I need to make points, not gonna happen. It only happens automatically. And now you see, you have seen the exact way programming works. Alright? Consciousness. Or let's just call it deep. Deep programming. Meaning that I constantly repeat myself, I need this, and I'm doing it right now, and I don't even feel it, because I'm happy, you know? Okay, no, we reached it. If I'm gonna be unhappy again, I'm just gonna note myself again, and it's gonna happen. Blah, blah, blah. It's fine. But, we'll see how fine it is. I can't wait. It says 10 days, 10, 15 days. I can't wait. I really want my fucking router and headphones. And it's gonna ease my life so much, and I spent my money already, so. But 10 to 15 days, is it really a big fucking craze out there right now? Everyone has to wear masks now. Quarantine worked so well, might as well, you know, increase it just a little bit more, because it's possible. You know, it's not, the dial is not broken yet. The will of the people is not broken yet, because they're so zombified. They're gonna be willing to do it, but they're deep down they will feel bad. Alright? And the government feels like, I can freeze that. I can freeze your feelings. So, fighting the gov with feelings alone is wasteful, okay? It's not gonna work, basically. Because I told you, the only way to beat it is tech. The T-Series, man, and just punch you in the face. T-Series, for me, like, means so much, actually. It's ridiculous. Like, next year, if I do break through, and I do break out some fruits for the people that I care about, and nobody else gets the fruits, and it's like, but I want the fruit. You see, that's what creates the biggest mystery of, like, wow, I can't reach the fruit, but there's some fucking giraffes out here that can. And you're now double questioning the existence of this fucking tree that created giraffes out of nowhere. Yeah, that's spawned right there. That's the definition of spawned. You never know. You never know what the fuck's happening in reality. Because things are evolving maybe even faster than you ever thought they could. But, that's for you to figure out. Not for me. It's just a mystery. Just my way of life that became your mystery, and that's fine. Alright, so with that, I leave myself hanging. If they trigger me again, so yeah, a bunch of I think countries too, they're declaring pretty tough quarantine states. I don't know why, I don't know how. Let's look into data. Coronavirus timeline. I don't know. Timeline. the fuck? Some data timelines or something. So, oh, this freeze effect didn't work, and then there's the second wave and whatever. And think about it this way too. They strengthened their quarantine measures way harder. They pretend this is a second wave. And then they hope for the vaccines and all that shit. It's ridiculous. Potential vaccine. Oh, potential second wave. Oh, is that how it works? So this was an estimation. Where does this come from anyways? After peak, what's next? Another peak. And another control group of bullshit. When was this written? That's the question. It's like, give me dates. It's the most important thing that we can hold on. Yeah, your website is corrupt. I'm sorry about that. So that just throws into garbage bin. In Germany, okay. Timeline. Let's go. So that's from January to May. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I just was hoping to find, decent statistics of just the death rate, okay? Death timeline. Let's put it this way. Super cute. Emerging. Oh no, it's my country. So what's going on? Is it total deaths? What's that? Why is it so fucking... Why is it 30? Why is it 300 by number of people? This is so annoying. Okay. Per day. Alright. These are positive tests. Look at that. Poof, skyrocketing. This is test results. New cases. Skyrocketing. Look at that. How does that work? October. How the fucking disease just skyrockets accidentally. Also recovery is skyrocketing too. Oh wow. It's so easy to recover too. What? Active cases rising. So the first wave was garbage. Now it's like, what? What are you finding? Holy shit. So your predictions were garbage. You don't know what you're dealing with anymore. Might as well sit, ignore it, ignore your actions, because your actions are garbage, and figure out what you're dealing with, because I know exactly what you're dealing with. I'm just gonna talk about it again. Corona symptoms. Same symptoms, same case. We're gonna fucking talk about it. Because this seems weird. I hate that my country gets pulled in. I need total stats of what's going on right now. I need to know fucking stats. I need to be spoon-fed this shit. Alright? When it comes to this crisis, where is the spoon-feed politics going? Alright? Right now, the craziest thing of all time, I think, which is immediate star. Government doesn't listen to our ideas, doesn't it? That one thing you can do and just tune into the internet and just listen to the ideas that float around. They don't listen the same way they can't speak to the internet either. Because you need to spoon feed the statistics of what's going on exactly. Exactly. So conspiracy level people are actually better equipped to do politics than anyone else in politics. Because just because, okay, just because you're working in politics doesn't mean you do a better job than people who are passionate about politics. And a lot of people are now passionate about politics accidentally, I would say. And they're doing a better job because they're passionate. It's just so obvious. And now when there's passion, you know the true or the old identity of what government is dying so super fast because everyone is passionate. I'm passionate. I'm eating government like gobbling up. Please give me more of this shit. Send me more police for fucking bullshit shit that happened. Someone fell down. Someone broke their leg when they fell down, though. You pushed them. Sure, whatever. What does that mean? You push and she fell down. I would have held it if she was falling down. If I knew she was falling down, she was about to fall down, I would have held it. I don't want nobody to get hurt. Fucking test that shit. Figure it out whether I'm a decent person or not. And then fucking prove your points that some bad thing happened. I also would fund it to get her help if she does fall down. She's no longer welcome to come here anymore, obviously, because that's a terrible mistake to make. And it's I would say it's a mutual mistake if I had money and I don't. So neither of those things are true. That must be that whatever punishment government comes up with is also fucking bullshit, but I'll take it, you know. It's I appreciate, you know, I gobble up government anytime. It's the fastest food of all time, you know. Anyone who tries and fish, I'm eating everything they throw at me. So some old people gobbled. I ain't looking. I'm pretty fucking dangerous, these people who are trying to escape these places because they went here too fast, too early. They know too much. They're too old. Whatever. Whatever you're trying to do, you fall through the floor. I have big teeth up in here. Alright? Can't wait for it because there's a lot of fire going on. There's a lot of threes going on. There's a lot of capitalism going on. And it's just naturally bullshit against me. It goes against me. Okay? Because rich people don't have to take care of the people in the back. See, okay? You're driving your fucking bus, you're getting richer and everyone gets poorer because you're in the bus, you're getting driven, and the longer you drive, the longer you need to be driven, the more money you lose. And there's nothing you can do in the bus. You're trying to get to your workplace or out, in and out. Like, that sort of stuff is fucking fascinating, right? A bus driver becomes a rich person. And if a bus driver gets taxed a lot, then a person who's taxing the bus driver becomes a rich person, and so on. You get stacked on and create layers and layers of capitalistic bullshit, man. Which, you know, rent proves, rent and taxation and dependence. Because if you're a bus driver, you probably depend to this community, but do you have a manager above that's fucking getting money for barely anything? You know, management positions of that sort of kind, where people are just making money. All you have to do is overwatch people. That's all you do. Overwatch and see statistics. See that everyone is doing great. You push someone out, you push someone in, you bounce some people that don't belong in the community. You have that fist, right? But that's all you have as a manager. That's it. That's all you manage. You don't have the right to step in and judge people or whatever. Someone is making too little money, you actually suggest, like, you're making too little money, like, maybe you should switch up with someone else, and you still get, like, commission fucking value or whatever, because you switched a hot seat with someone else. Like, that sort of fucking system does not exist. Capitalism is still fucking stupid. Proves capitalism has a bunch of deadly layers and unsophisticated layers. Alright? Terrifying, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll gobble it up. Alright? Whatever government offers me. Imagine capitalism just buying 4 into a 3 and just to stop me from breathing. Thank you. Thank you, capitalism. That can happen, Government can be bought over. Government can be spiked up by the settlement down crew. You just settle down crew. You sit back and enjoy your fucking life. What's wrong, right? You want to be a part of government, that's a whole nother level of responsibility you have to take. I'm willing to take that responsibility. I'm willing to go anyway, away from the fires, which actually does not define whether I want to be here, or here. It actually does not define. I'm an undefined person right now, and I'm feeling like a lot of people like myself who have the same personality are completely undefined, completely in the shadows, in the darkness. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we're capable of. It's so damn punishing almost to not know all of this stuff. Yeah, I can set myself on fire and see how much fire burns, but then my eyes burn out very quickly. So how am I supposed to see? The best thing that can be done is I put 2 pieces from different people, myself, and I compare 2 pieces, how well they burn, but they have to also share my personality too. It's find yourself basically in a pool of people. Find yourself that actually wants to interact with you, because the way I want to interact, could be different and unreachable. We have a personality that goes straight away, and I'm kind of trying to lean. I kind of understand what my problem is, but I still go straight, and we never meet. Our personalities never meet, even though they're the same. It's just weird things can happen in life like that. So potential to understand which position I want to hold in life, that goes through the window. It just doesn't exist. If people, you become a policeman, right? You can stay a policeman. You can stay there, and it's probably not going to be too much pressure because you accumulate experience and you settle down in that sense. But you're not actually settling down in life. You're just accidentally settling down as a servant to some fucking society, or government. Whoever controls police at that moment. Because police is more like a group of people that is being pushed around in both ways. So whatever is not too hot, police goes to that direction, so they don't fucking melt out of their powers. They don't lose all the powers, right? They don't lose jobs. But, all jobs are pretty tough to do. Because it's all about money, right? And it gets equally as difficult to manage money, no matter what you do. So that's so fascinating. I'm gonna point it out anyways. Police is in the middle of 2 forces heating up the ground. threatening the job. You know, there might be too many criminals out there in the world, and police is no longer going to be able to satisfy, you know, catch all the criminals. No, if they spawn out of nowhere and it's a never-ending mess, police just has to leave. It's too hot in here. But if it's kind of cold, police is gonna actually abuse a lot of people. If we're too cold and we're not fighting back, they're gonna start abusing us just because, you know, it's warmer here, or just it's cooler here than it's next to the government, that where there's always some kind of demand of some kind. And they grow up being demanded a bunch of things. And that's military, that's police, that's all kinds of government institutions in a similar position here, in the middle of two forces always, trying to find their middle ground, but they're just servants in a way. They're the most threatened because they can't settle down anywhere. But when you reach this position, you can. And that's cool. But for me, yeah, potentially I can still observe everything that's going on. Potentially I know whether I'm getting better or not, and how that looks like, and how not giving up looks like. I understand all these concepts. And this is not supposed to outshadow my effort by any means, just because my effort burns out and doesn't give me any resources back, and it's not rewarding me with my effort, like, just crazy. And but that's why it's sort of Spawn the Creepers Forge is kind of a liberation project in a way, right? Like, you feel rewarded for every little thing you do. Minecraft is a fucking wasteland, but imagine everything you do always rewards you for something. It's just so satisfying. Holy shit. Of course, Spawned the Creepers Forge is a perfect game. Of course. But I'm just one dude. And people are not perfect, as you can tell. They didn't fucking figure out and found themselves helping me. They couldn't do it. They couldn't find me. Which is fascinating to me. So I'm gonna fucking start a singing career, and maybe they will find me then. You know, I wonder what happens. Now it's just a fascinating thing, because, like, you know, Time's Up? It's a Time's Up series. That's true, man. That's a Time's Up series as well. Man, T-Series is huge now. Holy shit. Time's Up, Tech, Talk. There's so many words starting with T that just fit in. Talent, huge. What the fuck is a T, man? I looked into a Vsauce video, and it says in the alphabet, these are the first letters being used mostly. And E is garbage. E is just a meme. T is the first letter of the alphabet, even above A. That's the smooth criminal right there, man. I'm like, ETA. But let's face it, T is the first letter of the Commons alphabet. Let's say this way. Vsauce was talking about Morse's code, and Morse's code ensures that, you know, it's either E or T, I think. There's a short sound or a long sound for T. Let's put it this way. Morse's code or something. Just double checking. T is here, and it has a long sound, and E has a short sound. So here you go. That's T-Series. D, motherfucker. Not series. Too bad E is E, man, and not E. In Lithuanian language, it's E. It's short. It's not E. It's not. Almost everything is short in Lithuanian, actually. It has its own long forms, actually. E, I, O, U, A. It's a language that I would love to teach you guys, but it's another talent that I have hidden. And you know, homebrew, motherfuckers. That's a homebrew. That's a very special thing. That's only when I become a part of like a national treasure, basically. And then I fucking teach you guys, of course, about my language. And maybe mixed it up, boy. This is gonna happen too. Stupid Belle Delphine is in my head with this mix it up thing. But I can't stop. It's almost like an invitation to watch her video again, because she's so influential that just with those few videos that she releases, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you're not like doing this full-time career, or just creating a career out of this for other people? Just don't always think about yourself. Always think about yourself. Let people carry your torch. That's the power of Lady Liberty, I think. You carry someone else's torch. That's it. That's how life works. Some people just give you a job, and holy shit, you do pretty well in life if you have a job. But that sort of shit has to, you know, to truly have a nice job, you have to have a nice boss, meaning that you have to also have a nice, it's a mix, right? It's a dad and a woman. It's the earth. You have to have a good framework. The work has to be nice, and your boss has to be nice. All right, the one who demands resources whenever they need it. If they start running out of resources, they will crank up the difficulty of work, and that can be bad. If they're under threat, you have to know when to bail. But that's the whole beauty of this settlement system. It's quite fascinating. Wow. All right. So that's that. It's almost second hour already. Wow. See, when I dive in, I can escape this bullshit, but this bullshit is everywhere. It's ridiculous. How can you survive without making rant videos right now? I can't do it. I honestly am scared. Scared shitless of people not making rant videos like I do. Obviously, this is another invention that I made, just like Spawn the Creative. I'm inventing a bunch of shit just by sitting down and just doing with my passion. And if I have passion, and as long as I have passion, I belong here in this category. But I don't necessarily have wings. But probably because I'm scared to actually open up my wings. I'm scared that they're gonna be burnt out. So I think the actual thing that I don't know is not whether I belong into these categories, is whether I belong here in this category, because I can never really open up my wings and fucking... I'm kind of scared, actually, and rightfully so. And maybe I put too much pressure and blame on that thing, on those numbers, and but why not? Why shouldn't I put pressure? It's crazy, and as long as my life is crazy, I think I have the right, and as long as I'm poor and all that shit, I think I have the right not to spread my wings too much. I'm just saying. It can get so out of control so fast with the wing system, okay? This is almost like exponentially make your life worse and see if you can handle it. So, yeah, I probably can handle a little bit of that, and it's not necessarily visible, so fuck off. I still belong here, but you just have to inch in just a little bit into that tier 4 section, and you know you can make it, because if you can peek into this, like, that's crazy. Everything is exponential here, so of course you can comprehend what your wings are gonna do. And potentially you're a human being, so every human being deserves to go through the full aspect of life. Of course. But then then the crazy shit happens where, oh, this also has a tier list. But this, this is a heaven tier list, okay? This is now a completely next level tier list. And when you die, potentially God still gives you wings and come to heaven, whatever. It's game over. Unless you want to play with me, the God, and run around, govern everything. Govern the RNG of people, you roll the dice and holy shit. Some ghost rolled your dice differently, now you have to fuck yourself in the ass. You can't do that. So yeah. Alright. Don't worry. We're human. We deserve to go through all tiers. And the true heroes, the difference between a hero and a loser is a hero gets to experience things with their bodies, basically. The full spectrum of things. When you die, you experience less. Just a simple thing. And you control less. And you choose less. Because you've lost the ability to choose. You've picked a wrong choice. Picked a wrong path. A path that got cut off and killed you. And that's what death is. And it's just... If that's all death is, fuck it, man. Of course, it's still a gamble. It's still a big, terrifying thing. You have to break it down every time. And I sit down and I break it down. I feel good about myself. These are my wings. I am winning. Okay? Winging, boys. Wingdings as well. Look at my wingdings style of education here. It's fucking amazing, right? So, I'm doing it. I'm proud of myself. I see no problem. I see that I'm peaking. Every single time I make a rant video, it's theirs. It's accumulating. As forces waiting for me. Some new person lights up in my future and is waiting with open arms a little bit more because I made another rant video. Opportunities slowly open up. But why am I not there? And why am I here? Because of progress. Progression is slow. It takes time to do things. It just is what it is. And, yeah. Cool. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm so scared. People gotta make rant videos. This is so relaxing, too. It's like you start screaming at... I will summon a bunch of zombies, you fools. I can't repeat that. This is an authentic thing. Because, I distanced myself. That's what happened. It was turning me into a zombie, but I just needed some distance. And I'm like, I can fucking breathe again. I can do my shit again. Holy shit. Please don't attack me because that's what's going to happen. This disease actually is a greater weapon than people have thought. And I can fucking wield coronavirus as a fucking sword now. I can craft new levels of sword. Okay. Smith of Corona Swords. The Master Smith. That's how we do it. Because again, symptoms. Fever, dry cough, tiredness. Common symptoms. Fever. Something's too hot. Alright. Well, that's why social distancing is a thing. Dry cough is... These are different personalities of how they react to coronavirus, basically. Let me break it down for you. This is fascinating to me. Because dry cough is like that special little moment. Because dry cough is a fake cough. Okay? Fake. It's just an impulsive reaction to something. And I know exactly who does it. Fucking snipers. Fucking people who want to make you feel bad. So that's why we force people to wear masks. So, Problem and solution. Distance. Masks. Stop coughing. It's embarrassing. It's so fucking annoying. It pisses people off because, like, what are you doing? And anyone can cough, and it wouldn't offend people until now, and I'm fucking glad it is, because it's the fake cough is just the most condescending thing. It's like, you do the dry cough when you see someone doing something embarrassing, right? So let's say I was driving from UK to here, to my hometown, and I'm like, I pull out quickly my laptop, and it feels embarrassing, right? Because I didn't pull the laptop this entire trip, and I was about to watch a movie, and I hear fucking dry coughing behind me. You know, someone was way too interested in me. And now it feels like, oh, he's finally doing something embarrassing. You know, he's finally doing something. Hey, look at me. Look at this guy. I'm trying to laugh, you know, it's laughable, right? This is fake laugh, this is fake cough, this is fake embarrassment. This is a gamble. People are gambling. Is this embarrassing? Fucking piece of shit, man. I was so fucking pissed off about this when I figure out what kind of emotional manipulation this is, and that this is, again, a common symptom somehow gets stuck in your brain much. And tiredness. Tiredness. So we have people on fire, we have people winded out, and we have people dry coughing. I don't hear enough people being angry, which is also a fucking side effect, which means I'm winning right now, because it's a side effect that is not listed on the list. There's only 3 items, and none of them appeal to me. There's no tiredness. I'm not gonna get tired from stress. Yeah, right. Maybe if I masturbate hard enough, I'll get tired. Fuck yeah, because I'm not doing a job, and I'm not doing this. You know, when you're stressed out, you get tired very quickly. You get the feeling of bored. This is boring. I need to escape. I need to. But it slowly, like, cripples you, actually. Slowly cripples you. Stress slowly, and it is stress. Okay. No jobs. See? Government fixed it. They figured it out somehow. But they didn't quite let me know about it. They didn't quite directly let me know about it. I had to go all the way around and pretend to be the greatest conspiracy theorist of all time to be able to do this, and I still have no friends that I can share it with, which is fascinating to me. Holy shit. What is going on right now? And at least, there's nothing that controls me in this position, okay? The most common symptoms don't apply to me whatsoever, okay? The fever, it's the rage. It's not the anger. It's the anger that does not get released. It's the anger that fucking tears you apart, not the other person. You just want, you want to hurt that other person in a slow, manipulative way, basically. You want to feed garbage to it. You want to feed poison to it. That's what fever does. And these are all symptoms of stress. I ain't seeing nothing else but that. I see exactly the solutions and the problems, and it all screams stress, and I fucking can't understand. What the fucking demon world are we living in again? What is this? Zombie apocalypse, man. Holy shit, and I very well defined what it is. I'm happy, because now, like, I'll comply, guys. Government, I comply to these regulations, because I know why I'm doing this. But I'm gonna smirk my ass off, because what government is doing right now is giving me some breathing room, giving me a big smile on my face, and a big nudge in my butt right now. Nudge, nudge, man. Because, yeah, what government did right now, Gov just bailed out a bunch of programmers That's what's up, motherfuckers. A bunch of programmers are getting popular now. Fuck yeah. Because they're still doing the same shit every day. They could have had YouTube channels and wouldn't have been crippled by those channels at all. They would just keep doing what they're doing. Obviously, government can't bail every one of us, and I will still remain a piece of shit, but now I feel like you bailed me out, so might as well give me YouTube CEO rank because I never needed it, but I would have needed it, so now I feel like humbly, I'm too lucky, and I know why I'm too lucky. But now that I know this, give me my YouTube CEO rank again. I kind of need it. I kind of deserve it. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, 3 most common symptoms. What else, right? Should I care about this stuff? Because I'm such a good digger. Well, I would dig for gold anyways. I found gold, so I have to respect. I'm not gonna lie. It is true. Have to pick this up real fast. Serious symptoms. Let's pick up serious, because there's 3 of them as well. Alright? And they probably go hand in hand. Let's find out. Because now, this is fever. These are like common ways to get annoyed by something, okay? This is annoying. So when you're dry coughing, you're just annoyed. Is this embarrassing? Is this guy a fucking piece of shit right now? Is this garbage, right? It stinks, right? You're trying to do that sort of fucking social manipulation. When you're doing the fever, you just hold in the pain and you want to unleash that pain, man. You want to turn into that demon. You're fucking summoning yourself into a demon. When you're tired, you're just so fucking tired, you're actually crippling the relationships. You have accumulated a bunch of relationships and now you're tiring those relationships and breaking down the bridges, and that's a fucking terrible thing to do. Who knows, maybe you'll end up with no jobs and not the other people. But that's the choice that you have most of the time. When using these personalities, you have accumulated powers, but the government says, no, you can't keep your powers anymore, and they strip those powers away. Get the fuck off my face, bruh. Get the fuck off my face, bruh. Capitalist piece of shit with fevers. Fuck you, motherfuckers. So, let's do it. So what was the punchline there? It was a punchline, basically. Just a reminder that it's a star. And I'm kind of finally reached the double star territory at this point. I'm like, no. This is hilariously amazing. I'm almost now glad. If you can reverse this, being angry into glad, what the fuck did I just do, man? Rant videos are amazing gold fucking mine. Everyone should watch them if they want to clean their consciousness. Good luck, though. I'm gonna be banned anytime now, bruh. And your ability to heal goes out the window. My ability to fix you goes out the window. People just cripple me, just put handcuffs on. I can't talk about nothing, okay? I'm not allowed, because other people are losing their abilities too, so let's figure out what abilities are they losing. Meh. I have lost my ability to cry, like a baby. Difficulty breathing, or shortness of breath. I would say chest pain or pressure comes first. Difficulty breathing probably comes second. For the water, if we want to align things, loss of speech. This is, I can already feel it's a lot more difficult to align this stuff now, because we have to align it almost twice. We have to apply the same principle, basically. There are 3 personalities under attack, so we can live again for a moment. The time is stopped, and we have to recover. We have a special amount of time to recover. Now, it could be potentially still dangerous for me because, you know, I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know anything that's going on right now. I'm barely breaking it down. It's almost like a fucking competition of the smart asses of the universe. The universal competition, man. So let's break it down what this is. What is this? Is this fire? Alright, is this water? And is this wind? And how would that work? And how does this relate to fever? And the ability to... Oh, yeah. First thing, the reason why it's double star is fever self-damage. Alright. You damage yourself. You say, oh, it's hot, so I'll pull myself back. And this is the moment when I can run away from problems, actually. If they happen to be in the environment, if I happen to be in a wrong environment. So it's it's not necessarily breathing grounds for me, but it's for my companions who have been stuck in life or whatever. They still have time to fucking fix things in their life. I've been able to do it prior to that, and I've been able to live my life happier than ever before, despite there being some kind of crisis going on. I don't feel no crisis. That's stupid. I ain't feeling nothing. I ain't feeling no remorse or crisis going on. Zombie apocalypse is just everyday life. Anyways, dry cough is what is that? What is that? So you're asking, is this embarrassing? You're trying to catch someone on this wave of emotions, basically. Emotion drowning, okay? But the way you do the drowning, you emotionally drown yourself and you hold on to something. And you're hoping that whatever you hold on, you're going to be able to drown that other person too. Is because you have the capacity to drown, so that's how you weaponize your, you know, social skills, basically. You have the ability of something, so you kind of put person in the same category as you, because, you know, they're not like heavyweights champions of that category. And but if you're wrong in any kind of way, if I am not doing anything embarrassing, actually, and I'm actually a high tier person that you have never met before, and you should have said hi, what are you doing? You know? Should have said something fucking smart. But instead, you pooped yourself. So, cool. I mean, if a girl does that, that's very sexy. Yikes. Dry cough piece of shit, man. And tiredness, okay. Tiredness is, as we discussed, is a relation breaker. Alright. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna emotion. Let's just ocean. M-ocean. Let's call it M-ocean, okay? We'll still remember what that is. Alright, so 2. Chest pain or pressure. So this is where your self-damage breaks your heart. Aww. So cute. Oh no, self-damage broke your heart. You weren't angry enough. You actually realized that you don't have enough anger to support your points of view. And you broke your heart accidentally. This is why fire people often are heartbroken, but this is that special little moment when it happens. Because it's a disease. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm like reaching reality. I'm like, Hey guys, what the fuck are you talking about? Disease? I'm breaking it down as I go. I'm trampling your stupid little fucking Lego pieces that spells out disease. Lego pieces? Everyone plays Minecraft now. And you still haven't invited me into your world, Minecraft world. But whenever you play with your Legos, everyone is invited, isn't it? Little fucking kids pieces of shit. No one's invited ever to your parties. Losers. Fire confirmed. Water. Difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, and then you start dry coughing. This is crazy. Oh my god, no. Oh, they just witnessed God. Oh no. Oh no happened. I don't know, it's just... that's the only thing I got. It started. The coffee is... What's going on? Why nobody's embarrassed by this guy? Why do I want to cry? But I'm not crying. I'm just scared. Yeah, okay, get the fuck out of here. And wind. Loss of speech and movement. Yeah, imagine someone just being completely paralyzed. Well, the only way that I can... Oh no, I need not to participate. I would finish in this relationship, but I say a relationship so many times, so it's just... You don't have to participate in whatever, okay? Whatever's going on right now, it's probably not even a relationship. Don't worry about it, bro. You don't have a job, you're fired. Get the fuck out of here. Feels good, man. By the way, the job creation and all that ideology is actually... I'm realizing it's government that creates jobs. Who would have thought, right? It's gonna be hard to prove, but... Second hour is complete, so I don't give a fuck. I just said something that I just tease people with, and I move forward in life. Second hour complete. I literally feel like, yeah, man, I literally just recreated Scott Pilgrim the universe by making rant videos. Fucking beating up some diseases. Are you kidding me? No, that's... coronavirus is a good way to say, I miss you, Gurnext. Please, let me suck your dick. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. So thoughtful for you to do that. I'm so fucking proud. Double star. So cute. Can't wait to get that Ariana Grande approval as well. Alright? And then fucking leave. Leave. I have my bag. I have my girl. I leave. No big... Oh, I still need to punch Dalton Gomez in the face. Potentially. Or whatever. Because I said specific name of a girl. It doesn't have to be Ariana. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it just fits my narrative, okay? You know my narrative is pretty strong by now. Lots of... Yep. Alright. I'm ready now. I see what's up. I see how you're gonna damage yourself. I'll detect coronavirus straight away, motherfuckers. I will be the best corona detective of all time. I think I have coronavirus. And I will force people into these positions and I win. They have coronavirus and I don't. I'm asymptomatic. Catch me if you can, motherfucker. I'm still scared because, like, well, you're asymptomatic, you might still have coronavirus. But now you can see how fucking comedic this is. This is deeply, threateningly comedic. How government is so incapable of identifying things anymore. I want to get punched in the face. It doesn't hurt, man. You can't identify my fist. You know what I mean? Your face? Your face is so beautiful, it doesn't hurt when it hits a fist. What's wrong, man? You make a next level hit, you know? You popping on that face. Popping those zits on your face. Let me sit on your face. Here we have 7 sections, so this a hot zone, man. This might actually touch me a little bit, you know, those less common symptoms. One of them touches my fucking pupil. Ow. What's that? I have a lot of acnes and pains, yeah. That's me. Sore throat, yeah, that's me. Diarrhea, not me. Conjunctive, what the oh, this one touches me every time, okay? I don't know what this is. I don't want to know. But that says to me, you know, I really appreciate you, Gurnext. You have read the words. You will never know what this means. But that word is for you, man. That's your word. Thank you. Conjunctivities, man. That's what I want from life, man. Just more conjunctivities. That's it. Loss of taste and smell. Yeah, if you breathe too much. Because you're losing your breath. I'm taking your breath away, bitch. That's what happens. So let's... I mean, we found so much gold, might as well fucking open up the last resort that we have. The last symptoms. I mean, this is the greatest thing of all time. I'm just weaponizing myself. Alright? Don't forget, we need more conjunctivities in our lives. The side effects ain't no bad. Let's see what it says, because I could have... Meaning. Pink... Why do you have to translate it for me? Ain't nobody got time for that. Translation, pink eye. Just conjunctivities, man. Conjunctivitis. Why not tivities? It's like an activity. But you conjunctivate yourself to other people. You give that pink eye, man. Who doesn't love color pink? What's wrong, man? You have bad names, you gotta have bad reputation. I'm just saying. Anyways. The second hour is going Starship mode, motherfuckers. So, second hour complete. 2 stars. Never been done before. Well, we're doing it. We're reaching next level highs right now. Next level drug performance. Man, people will illegalize me, dude. They will not just cancel, they will illegalize me. You can't watch this guy's video. It's there. You can't watch it. It's illegal. Fuck off, guys. Don't do that. Don't be assholes. Alright, acnes and pains. Does it come from fever? Maybe from fever, right? So this is fever, sounds like. So we're gonna capture 2 fever things, okay? And then we immediately push them. Nah, let's just shuffle them up. See how it goes. Sore throat. Sore, it hurts your throat. Alright, cough. That's diarrhea, tiredness. Because when you're tired, you feel bad. You feel dizzy. You know, your relationships. I know how it feels like. It feels so horrible. You sit there and you just consume bad emotions in a way. And then it gives you diarrhea. So there's tiredness. But look at what I'm doing right now. I'm talking to the symptoms. I'm like, hey guys, how you guys doing? It's normal to me. I have never seen like, oh, you break your bones out. You explode. Your eyes get popped out or something. What's going on? What's the big deal? What can we handle? What can we fix? Bros, not only that, they're dancing in sequence as normal. Fever is probably gonna give you headache or tiredness gonna give you a headache. So I'm not sure on this one. Loss of taste and smell. Discoloration, rash on rash on skin. This one I know is a cough. This one I know. Just from the person that I witnessed. Let's put it this way. That said they had loss of taste or smell. I can't exactly know why. This one is a weird one because it never happens to me, but who cares? Who fucking cares? That's the question, actually, you know? Who cares enough to realize that this sort of, your senses get a little bit desensitized? Who cares enough about taste and smell? You know? Not me, not my personality. Not people that I know, that I grew up with, I don't know. So, whoops. It must be cough. Must be some... obviously my mom is on the sniper side, the water side, so I should know something, right? Because she eats greatest foods of all time. No big deal. No big deal. Needs a wall, man. Needs a wall for that Mexican trash. T-rash, motherfuckers. A rash on skin or just discoloration of fingers or toes. This one is weird. When does that happen? But the reality, the rashes, I think that's tiredness. That's discomfort, basically. It's like, I need to escape this situation, you know, but I kind of need to be respectful to people. That's what wind people always do. They try and squeeze as much respect as possible from people. They try and spend as much time as possible with people. It's just what they do. They can't stop themselves, but there are side effects to that. I'm sorry that I'm figuring this out for you, and nobody's giving me a job just yet. That means I'm still in the learning process in my own little college dorm. Dormant, dormant demon, basically. Yep, that's where all the dormant creatures should have came out, not from Ashes of Outland. What the fuck is that? But better earlier than too late. So let's go, man. And headache must be fever, because what happens when you get drunk? For example, you get a fever and a headache. Comes hand in hand, and guess what? That's fire personality right in there. Now you just drunk. So someone comes with these symptoms and are like, nah, you just care too much. Okay, you dry coughing on me? Who are you? Little princess? Princess Peach, I can't fucking open my laptop up? Get the fuck out of here. And 8. Diarrhea. And a rash of skin. I don't know what this is. It's a different kind of rash? I don't know. Or discoloration or something. Whatever. You can have it. Please leave. Okay? Please leave. Please rest. You're tired. Of course you're gonna have diarrhea. Your heart rate is gonna go up. Your rash rate is gonna go up. The discomfort is gonna go up. The discolorations are gonna go up. This is, discoloration is something that vampires suffer from. So just keep that in mind, okay, bruh? Please leave. Little piece of fucking vampire. I ain't got no blood for you. See? Done. Corona cured. Completely fixed. It's over. And if you don't believe me, I got some news for you. I got some demon armies ready to fucking join the fight. Just can't wait. I want to throw my first fists, obviously, and see what I can do. But I literally killed coronavirus just like that. I explained every single symptom ever, even the discoloration thing, even the except for conjunctivitis, okay? Now one thing ain't gonna happen. It's my thing. Let's read more into it. The pink eye. I see too much. Yeah, that's true. It hurts my eyes right now. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I do get a pink eye. I watch too much screens. It's very terrifying, actually. And it's kind of what it usually happens from fever. Usually, so I don't know. I would add it here, but I took it because it's a word out of sequence. I was looking for a specific thing. Nah, you just drunk, bruh. And you know why you're drunk, because you're stressed. You motherfucker, too. These assholes just get drunk and they still play out those stress positions. But I say, nah. Coronavirus now. I have a weapon of mass destruction, apparently. Who would have thought people gonna praise me and suck my dick? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Not only I get YouTube CEO rank, I get Savior rank. Savior of the Universe rank. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it right now. Therefore, I am the Savior of the Universe. Because apparently humanity can't figure this shit out themselves and embrace whoever figured it out fast enough, so I am the first one in my knowledge who did it. Who knows? Without observation, without telescopes, without microscopes, interscopes, and dick scopes, okay? You're butt scoped. I didn't scoop a single person in my life and looked at their coronavirus problems. I didn't do that yet, so I have plenty of resources to draw from. I'm not a doctor, but I am a clown doctor. So that's what you gotta take away from that. The clown doctor, the one that's gonna make fun of your illnesses because they're not real. Wah. Anyways, final hour. What do we do? I would rather play Skyrim right now, but it feels like it's going so well. 2 stars, I'm like, it's automatic employment. There's no escape, dude. You gotta finish your fucking thought. But I can still get a bite to eat, so everybody got time for that. Alright. You bet, man. Next year is gonna be a musical, dude. I'm gonna crush the next level. I have crushed basically the commentary side. You don't have to make another podcast because I already did it for you, bruh. I talked about everything pretty much and I solved all your problems. What else do you have in mind? Because we're in a crisis, right? Someone is doing the work that needs to be done. You just gotta find it. Bruh. Alright, so yeah. Next year sure will be a musical. Wow. I'm gonna be crafting bullets and weapons to shoot bullets through. With, actually. Guns and bullets. Crafting those shits. Because now I got a sword, and I'm like, medieval weapon, pretty good. Stabs a bunch of people. I'll keep that, and I'll print a bunch of weapons for losers. Losers who want to defend themselves. So I'll do the musical thing. You want to test my karaoke skills? I got nothing, actually. I got some music, I think, on my phone. but you won't be able to hear it, so it's pointless. I'll just give it to you when it comes, okay? Tabletop series. Well, what am I gonna do after YouTube Rewind? I do not have ideas yet. I already did the equality games, and let's recap equality games. Let's run away from the bullshit. It's 2 stars means it's like the bullshit runs dry now. It ran like rivers and now it's running dry because we have solved the problem. We have cured your boat, buddy. You're not gonna sink. It's just not gonna sink. It ain't gonna sink anymore. And you know why? Flex day, motherfuckers. That's right, motherfuckers. Slapping in that flex tape. Nobody is going to sing on my watch. Yeah, that's how we beat zombie apocalypse. Let's go, bruh. Alright, while I'm eating, here you go. A point for you guys. Yeah, I heard this little shit talk about luck too much. I gotta squeeze him a little bit. But that's how you get lucky. Just stay sober, man. All kinds of opportunities show up. I heated up cheese just about right, and it just feels so good, man. You don't boil cheese. You just heat it up a little bit, and it spreads out a little bit. It's a little bit slimy, but it doesn't, burn your fingers off or something. That sounds about right. Fuck you, Ben, bro. This is how you get grilled cheese. You heat it up a little bit, and that's it. That's where your journey ends. Mildly heated. Perfect. Amazing. Tastes good. And it's achievable in a microwave, which is like the perfect box oven, like tiny oven. It's just so cute. You pop it in for 1 minute and you already have food. Holy shit, right? Suck a dick, Ben Brode. This is kind of interesting because this is Halloween, boys. This is how we celebrate Halloween right there. Oh wait, it's Lithuania, fuck. It has nothing to do with it. Now I just got trapped, actually. What a bunch of assholes. Give me a different country. Give me Ireland. Because I respect. Everyone's just spiking up, huh? Second wave. So fun. What's that? Test concluded. I don't know, man. What's mobility? What does that mean? Mobility. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Some people have a lot of stats in their ass. Wonder what they're using it for. So that was an interesting swing. What happened there? Well, they bought Bitcoin and now they're establishing Bitcoin. That's what's up, boy. You figure out how to pull that second wave out of here. So yeah, it's pre-October. It's oh, whoops. School time, bruh. Literally school time. Started spiking everything up. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. don't understand how schools work. Very stressful, actually. We'll just remind people, because some people don't understand. Schools are very stressful, so second wave. Have fun. Now I am the person who's farting out coronavirus. Every now and then, you know. It's corona time. Whenever I want. Huh? Easy. Also, yeah, when I'm doing grilled cheese, so let's put it this way. I have a hunch, okay? Grilled cheese. So I'm a master chef. Chef is talking to you right now. So I have to pull out my pizza. You know, wave some pizza. Now you respect me. Alright, that's how you do it. 1.5 minutes. Microwave. And, most important part. Chunky cheese. So you slice cheese or whatever. You don't fucking melt it. You don't cut it into tiny bits of pieces. You don't fucking sandify. But sandify every topping ever, so it's easy to fucking eat. Because if it's nasty topping, it has to be already, you know. Because you get the idea. Like you get a bite and the topping just falls over all over the place. The topping has to like sink into the cheese and stick there, almost like cheese is on top of everything, so it happens automatically. But the topping also doesn't like run around into bites. Don't fucking manage your bite system, and that should fucking work. Because like I didn't do that with like anything. I didn't put any topping. I didn't give a fuck. But now I do give a fuck. I feel like any topping is actually doable. It's like a perfect sandwich between cheese, which like makes everything moist and warm and edible, and then between bread, like a normal fucking deal. Right? It's just filling, a filler fucking content, and you need it. Fucking need those tens, man. Sakura ain't got enough pussy for all of those boys. I'm just saying, man. I watched too much Naruto, but that's it. Alright, so 30 minutes left. I might just make more of those sandwiches. It's just too easy to make to ignore it, but I also have soup behind me. I mean, I'm crafty now. I'm just starting to like, I guess I'm doing everything myself. I can't enjoy life with someone else. You know, I can't just invite someone else. Nobody cares, no? You know, like, I have a YouTube channel. You can figure out who I am as a person. Like, tear me apart. Tear me down. But the only time people will figure out once I release bite-sized content for them. Just spoon feed them stuff, man. I will not. I refuse to edit my videos, but I will. You know, and release songs and everything. I can craft it together. It's easy to piece together a song. The most difficult part is going to be like what the visual effect is going to be about. So this is what's probably going to force me to come back to Unity and actually create the visual effects for my songs as well. See, there multiple talents are required. Like ridiculous amount of talents are required. Next year, musical and incredibly challenging. I'm just saying. This year was kind of spicy, but next year is going to be a ton of challenge. It's a ridiculous thing. And this is how it came to be, because I didn't got money that is. I'm not welcome to society, and I'm not valuable. Disgusting, man. And people change their personality so badly to generate money. I don't understand, man. I will never understand that. I mean, when I look into pandemic statistics or whatever, like, bad teeth could be a pandemic if you really want it to be. Like, and I have it. Like, bad back. So I have my own problems, okay? Let's put it this way. And people's problems are now exaggerated to an extreme level. And who knows what exactly this is? What kind of fucking demon hunt this is? So I'm just, I don't know. You never know. Like, there's that deeper level of fucking consciousness that is all connected. Everything is fucking, everyone knows everything. But, holy shit, operating on that level, I can't do that yet. I'm afraid, man. And imagine that, I'm gonna be even less popular if I get on that level. Why not, right? How am I gonna be more popular? People are so reckless too. I'm kind of a little bit reckless. If someone like pokes me right now, I'm a little scared. But this is how I cocoon myself. I'm sticking to my way of life right now, and yeah. So you can tell now why I didn't found another person like myself. Just cocoon and I pick myself out and I'm too scared. That's what happens. And that shit, I'm like, that's a fucking trophy movement. That's the amount of movement that I've never seen before. I actually, when I went out for a potential date with Fat Fire, okay, that could have went either way, man. It's just up to her, not me, because I feel good about myself. But maybe I went too fast myself. I'm not gonna lie. There's always doubt. There's always shit that I can eat and improve. So, but another thing, I have to admit that it's also a young. That's a lot of mistakes, actually. I would say. Should have fucking groomed, man. I should have fucking stay in range and not be a freak. Yikes. I'm so terrible at relationships myself. But hey, it just, yeah, it's kind of hitting me hard right now. I will never feel remorse or of any kind. Like, if you can't handle it, it's probably not meant to be. Just, let's face it, okay? We ruin it. Because every single day I'm better version of myself. I'm just better. And if you can't handle it, like, I can't be blamed. You gotta get to my level to be able to blame me. That's not gonna happen either. Yeah, and it's not like, I'm gonna settle down with any fucking chick every time. So, like, just because I found a similar personality and I spend time and I'm proud of it, and nothing came about. But it's cool, and it's so annoying that people don't even know, like, I return home and all that shit. Like, none of that matters. There is no double checking. There is no social pinch of reality. Because I could have probably went back home and all that shit. Like, you need to connect to people. You need to allow people have opportunities. Like, if you have no home to come back to, you can always come back to me and all that shit, Even if it's clickbait bullshit, which is, it's not true because you have never tested it. But if they keep up like this, like, you're gonna try and come back home by any means. So we're very socially uneducated, let's put it this way. We have wasted time, we have wasted potential, we're socially crippled people, and I'm disappointed. I'm just sad and disappointed, and there's nothing I can do. no game that I want to play that ends up in a relationship. Besides being a better person every day. That's the only game. Okay? And I encourage everyone to swallow the same pill. Whatever color pill that is. Color pill this is. To get a relationship. Focus on being a better person. And that's it. Just end up doing that. You know your life is not over after you hit 30. So that's a lot of time. After you hit 40, your life is not over. You can fucking hit 50, your life is not over, potentially. Holy shit, you can still make a fucking relationship. Yes, you're not gonna have children. Yes, it's too late. Yes, picking up a younger person is just pedophile move to do. So just do something normal, okay? Do something fucking normal. When you hit those 50s. Successfully, hopefully. And I'll try my best too. Because I know where it's going. You're going to shithole. But I'm at least a shitty person, so I'm good. Anyways. What else are we gonna do? I have to disconnect, but I can't. I have to just do some filler content of any kind. Just look around. Let's pick up YouTube map real quick. I'm gonna save it up as it is. Save and double save. Now, top tube, top grad. Oh. Didn't got saved then. Yeah. Didn't got saved. That's fine. We can look. Keemstar is there. Dream is now here actually. What? Dream, Keemstar, AWACS. That's Ava Max, boys. She has a new album. She's freaking out, I guess. All over. She's a new face. But, yeah, we're just gonna double check, like, top graduates, potential graduates. No, we can, new people, basically. I care more about new people, not old people. Donald Trump. Piece of shit. Please don't get near graduation. Nobody wants to fucking check your channel every single time, Donald Trump. Holy fuck. Now I'll have to watch his shows and all that, get to know the person. Like, come on, dude, don't get any close. Okay, social distancing much? You fever freak. There you go. He had coronavirus. Okay? Corona. I want to say it's a funny way, but nah. He had it. He's now infected. He's a zombie. We gotta fucking stay away. Just saying. Just picking up any excuse I can. Invader V. I don't care. Unless, you know, she's still active. She's still doing her thing that pulled her into this position. I'm cool, man. Superwoman, no thank you. Fit MC, no thank you. Taylor Momsen, no thank you. Matt Pat, yes please. But he's gonna climb up on his own terms. Now Food Theory, not so fucking stupid, I would say. Not so fucking embarrassing. BB, okay. There's BB now. Oh, there isn't. I changed her name, by the way, so probably should do the transfer. So I'll add one specific function, which is transfer function, from one name to the other, because I use it already. Shit, how much BB was? 270 or something? Damn it. Oh, fuck. Still haven't ensured that I can actually control the influence level. Which is parse or something? It's being used as parse right now? I'll take it, whatever. Oh no, it's not parse. Is it parse? God damn it. It gets complicated now. There's a read influence parse specifically for x's, and if there's an x, it gives half the points. So, it stands as a half. So when I transfer, I need to read words 3. Now we have it. Alright. Load it up. Transfer. Oh shit. So that's... I still could have done it for all the points, but I don't give a fuck. I'll just do... See what happened. It worked. Congratulations, me. Alright. Let's do top tube, top grad. Alright, we're back on track. So now it's gonna be BB instead. And you know what I'm talking about. The How Vobs boys. Jay Lawrence, Jennifer Lawrence, Kiwi, okay, Lily Pons. You know, these are just growing people. I'm not like particularly fond of them or anything. There's this Captain Sparkles TikTok, different version of TikTok, let's put it this way. I probably should just transfer TikTok to TikTok as it is and forget about this little incident. Transfer from here to TikTok and 355. Poof. Destroyed. You have Fat Fire that I nearly dated. Cute, right? Another fucking M Jinx, X Girls. This I can push forward. This I know is growing at rapid pace. Alright. From here you can see how fast things are growing. X Girls are 3. But they have been created. Let's look back when. They've been all the way back at 5th of October. So in 22 days, X Girls are closing in on graduation, which is absolute fucking speed run, boys. 22 days. What? It takes forever, man. But the GG was like 4 days or something. But it stops, you know. X Girls slows down, obviously, as well. All these speed runs, they don't end up in a ditch, basically. That's what happens. I'm not like specifically catering to this shit. Mr. Beast can probably graduate. I'm just saying, I gave him a low score initially, and a lot of men have been leaders and have lost their scores, so it's like a very terrifying deal. This is why it took me so long to push PewDiePie into graduation position. PewDiePie should be connected to Marcy a bit more. Right now he has no links. Link directly Pewds with Marcia. And I'll give him like 20% maybe? Ah, yes. But Marcia has been cancelled, so doesn't really help, does it? Yikes. That is a yikes indeed. Alright. Trap. Emma Watson is actually quite high. Mad. Alright. Yeah, and then we looked at that before. Victoria could graduate, but none of the new people are like super cool or whatever. So I'm not finding new pools of potential graduates, but I'm gonna keep looking. Obviously, it's just a matter of time of when I fill the list back up with 60 people, preferably, and a matter of time when I cancel someone again. You know. Everyone, like especially the H2O group, is now gonna get slowed down ridiculously much. So I can't wait for those 2 months to pop out, and then at month number 12 I'll repeat the process actually as fast as I get my hands on it, because it's kind of exciting to repeat something that I just did, and because it was so quickly improving. Anyway, so still not time yet. What else can I do then? Oh yeah, police also shows up now on the list. They're gonna be growing themselves. Obviously I'm gonna cut off the tail as well. Cancel a bunch of people once I have 60 of them. So I have to fill it up properly. As best as I can now. And the check processing is going to be interesting. I think what we have to tease ourselves with last 10 minutes, YouTube Rewind. How are we going to do that? Well, I have 700 videos liked. It's a lot. It should have been like 3,000 if we're being honest. If we're not skipping around on good videos, on good content. I really just juiced out like the top of the top, and it's 700. So you can imagine like what the fuck are we even talking about? Of how much work how many YouTube videos I truly visited throughout the year, right? So that's a big question to me. Let's think about it this way. So I can probably pull up Google activity right now and see what kind of videos I watched today, and we kind of have to or yesterday rather. Alright, so this is my Google activity. Now, not necessarily touching a video is watching it. Sometimes I skim the video just like that. It's just like PewDiePie's video. Sometimes, you know, my phone doesn't quite want to finish the video, and it tucks it in, and I have to retrieve it from history page because I keep shoving my phone, switching it with the calculator, and it's not a very good relationship, I would say. I probably could just use my phone as a calculator while I'm watching YouTube. Probably have to mix it up a little bit. I'll try it. I'll test it. Why not? It's not a bad idea after all. This way I can keep whatever is playing. I don't need to float anything. I need to worry about anything. And I'm using a phone, which is, you know, gets me closer to my phone, my dear phone. It's actually shit. I've used the phone calculator. I'm a little bit disappointed. I hope it's not gonna trash me too much. So, I still don't know what positions is supposed to be in from Ari. You know, I put her on a high self-esteem, and I don't know what she's talking about. So, I can't... I get hints, in a way, of her ultimate power level, basically. And that's what she's just bragging about all the time. That she just floats around politics like it's nothing. Like she's laying eggs on the highest level of tier as well as I am. So, fuck it. If that's what I get from that, I'll take it. So we touch 5 videos. So you can imagine I finish watching the videos when the day is up. I kind of properly put them down instead of just skimming. Just to finish the day, right? Where do we start? Yeah, we're gonna start. You wake up 12 p.m. You spend 12 hours more or less. Sneak in some sleep. So that's 1, 2. Fuck. Okay, visited. What? No, still visited. I have to just look at watched. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Watch. Oh, you just visited also. 11. Why is it so... Shut the fuck up, man, with this weird stuff. Why is it says watched, and then it says visited instead? Well, fuck my life, then. Well, Wait. Where's the Hearthstone thing? Wait. No! I watched it! I watched this video as a whole, motherfuckers. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. Even Google Activity does not know how many of them I watch. Yeah, we just have to say 37 items have been viewed on YouTube. That's all I can say right now. With certainty, okay? 37s every day are viewed. 37 items. That's a good estimation. What does that mean? Then in a year, I've watched... Let's take 300 and then 37. In a year, I watched 11,000 videos that people uploaded. Yikes! Nasty, man. I'm a nasty boy. I can put it down as a statistic. Apparently, I've watched around 11k videos and liked 700 of them, which is still a lot. 1% liked, which is like, liking is boring. It's stupid. But I still have 700, and we're gonna look through all 700 in one video, which is gonna be kind of precursor to YouTube Rewind, but YouTube Rewind is gonna be insanity. I will try and conjure fucking demons at this point. After all, we literally have the biggest cake of all time already made for it. So maybe the next video is gonna be exactly it. YouTube Rewind. Before it actually happens. On December 6th or 7th, whatever. YouTube has a very strict schedule, after all. But we have to do it before it. YouTube Rewind 2020. Poof, poof. So, I'm gonna release, like, probably the best version of YouTube Rewind at 20th of November. Let's put it this way. Or almost like touching December. Every single time, if there's something I can improve, I'm not releasing it, obviously. You know, if there's a little bit of speed I can pick up, the Sonic stays in the ball, motherfuckers. We can still speed up, okay? And speed means everything. Once acceleration is done, wind it up, that means everything of how fast you're going to complete your task. So yeah. Zoom. Pew! 700 of them. And I will prove it to you guys. I liked a lot of videos that I watched. Which is mind-blowing. Like, it's still 1% of videos I liked. It doesn't make sense, dude. Like, let's not call it 1%, because like it's a little bit manipulative to say that. Let's call it... shit, man. Not even 6%. Not even a 0.5%. Well, 0.5%. Wait. No! This is actually 6% of what... Whoa! What is this? What does this mean? 6% of videos. But yeah, if you like disliked 94% of the time, that hurts. That is a big difference. So like you know, for me, likes is just a way to store a video for me to remember that something amazing happened emotionally. And that's it. And that still works for most people, you know. If you remember to like something, it's probably worth something, but I just don't appreciate the system anymore now that I see it. So that's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. Please unsubscribe and unlike, because I fucking hate you anyways. Either way, I'll hate you if you don't join my Discord. Link is not in the description, because you know it's always in the description. It's always there. It has been calling you different ways. Please collect all the collectibles, all the figurines, and see you guys next time.